Okay. In the beginning, I always need a moment to set up the session energetically, and then I start sharing. Okay, enjoy. I start with opening up your energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So awareness in all areas. So we just become more aware what's also there. Everything is there, and we can just perceive a tiny bit of it, with our human body and with the senses. And becoming more aware means that we can basically receive more with the senses, but also like with the sixth sense, let's just say it like that. Also, there is also information, or information on the fundamental level coming in. Okay, so I'm expanding the energy field more and more. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies that are floating around the top of our system. So emotions and other energies we've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days. And those are the energies that create the noise, the movement. So behind these energies, there's always the silence, the peace, the clarity. So it's always there in our system anyways. It's just not the main experience yet, because eventually this is the main experience. So there is a time where we go in and out, we experience the peace and the silence, and then we have movement. Again, peace and the silence and the movement. And then eventually the peace, the silence, the clarity. So this is just how I describe it. It's a lot more, but this is one of the main ways to describe it. I feel like this gets the main experience, and everything is happening within that. So that the thoughts, the emotions, the experience of everyday life happens within that space. Okay, and a lot of light is entering already, because when we clear the surface energies, they're just in the way of the fact that more light can enter. So more light is entering, a lot more light is entering the system, filling up the system rapidly, actually today, very strong, very fast happening. light is coming in. Also, I clear surface energies out of the mind. So thoughts, just stuck energy on the mind level. And when I clear them, also more light is entering the mind level, and then the mind can calm down. So there are less thoughts, or eventually there are no thoughts. So the light that's coming in right now is helping us to feel more comfortable in our bodies, in the position we're in. It just wants us to be more comfortable, more relaxed, because the more relaxed we are, the easier it is for the light to work in our system, because we open up more. It's naturally happening. When there is less tension, there is more openness. So a lot of light is coming in because there is more openness. Maybe you can feel it. First, there was the light that helped us to open the system more, and now more light can enter. Very beautiful. So we see the results right away. So the light that's present right now is really like, it feels like it's descending down into our bodies slowly, steady, but very powerful. It's coming in. So what you can do is just relax into it more. If there is any noise around you or movement, just allow it to be there. Focus on relaxing and sinking into your position more. So the light that's present right now is basically fully we are fully absorbed by this beautiful light. So all boundaries are dissolving of the small self. The life story is dissolving, the identification is dissolving. So right now we are basically merging with this light completely, and we're becoming it. And it's very high vibrational, and it carries a lot of wisdom. So I can see it's like the best way to describe it, it's a very ancient light, let's say it like that, or it just carries a lot of wisdom from the universe. It's pure wisdom. And wisdom, compared to other lights, it's not as high vibrational. It doesn't mean that it's bad, because vibrations just means different information. But wisdom, it's a lot of different information from the universe. So there is all sorts of information. There are high and lower vibrational information, but it's like um, yeah, wisdom. That's the best word I have. It feels truly powerful, this wisdom. So we're fully absorbed in this wisdom. We're becoming that. And I see in certain parts of the system is like a remembrance popping up. Oh, I remember this. I remember that. It's resonance to the information in the light of wisdom. Oh, this feels familiar. I know that. It doesn't have anything to do with the intellect. It's the knowing of the system. Just feel into it. Feel the wisdom and feel the recognitions, the resonance. So let's say this was wisdom from, let's just say wisdom from the past, because it's accumulated information from the past. And now there is a light coming in and it brings in new wisdom. So maybe you can feel the change in vibration of the light. It's a bit high vibrational. So I see the wisdom that's present right now, our systems are not familiar with. So it's new. But I see that the systems are open and they find resonance also in this new information. There is this curiosity there, right? We have worked on that before quite a bit. Um, the good thing is our systems are very open and they are very open for new information, for new wisdom. You know, of course, the human can have its challenges and, you know, uh, its limitations and so forth. So I'm not specifically speaking about the human part, about that, what's beyond the human. And it's very, very open for new wisdom, for transformation and changes, basically. So there is a lot of openness there. And this is what we're receiving. The information of what's coming, what's going to be new. And, you know, it's quite interesting. And then when this is actually manifesting um, in our life experience and also in the collective, then it's like, it doesn't feel, or it's not going to feel unfamiliar for us then. It's like, ah, okay. For some people, it will be like, oh my God, what's happening? This is new. Never thought of this. Or, there will be um, maybe a resistance there and stuff like that. So low vibrational energies, but also like this comes for them out of the blue. But because we're receiving this light and this information already, it just needs to manifest then on the physical. It just is then very familiar. So it's not going to feel that there is so much changes happening. It's more steady. So the change, we're going through this change on the collective level because the vibration is rising, but we're not going to feel it to that extent. For us, it's just going to be a steady uh, experience. Yeah. So not so much up and down, which is amazing, right? So this specific light is also working on the system quite a bit. So mostly pineal gland, third eye chakra. Also, it's expanding the energy field. I just clear a few energies that pop up. So energies like, what's the downside of this? There must be a downside. So this is just something kind of natural in the human, too good to be true. Or what's the downside of changes? So I'm just clearing just a few energies that are popping up, a few others as well. What you can do is just sink into the light, enjoy it, surrender to it, and that's all. I'm clearing the energies that are popping up. And what I'm seeing right now, what's happening is this the wisdom, so the new one, is moving through the collective consciousness. So it's different than the other lights we worked with so far. So they could just come in. But this one is more like, compared to the collective, which is a lot denser, it kind of moves through the collective like Um, mm, how can I describe this? It's just a movement through heavier layers or more dense layers of energy, and it's moving through and leaving traces. So this is just how it comes into this reality. We bring it in, we bring the information in through this session, and then it can um, come into the collective. So this is what's happening right now. It just moves differently. That's all I want to say. So for new wisdom to come in, it seems like it's a bit harder. The new wisdom has more work to do here. It has to work harder to get to its goal, it seems like. But that's fine. So this energy of wisdom is working on the system quite a bit. So it's working on the chakras, balancing them, clearing them, specifically heart chakra, third chakra. And I can see also a very important aspect of this new wisdom is the energy of joy. And joy as information, so not as emotion. And this is like a this has come in various different ways before. You probably know that, but it's really like a guide. So the energy of joy is the new guide and not the survival mode. But there is of course this transformational process because switching from survival into joy in a split second is probably not possible. So this is why we go through this transformational process. But this joy is also part of this new wisdom, which is, yeah, very beautiful. So this is the guide, living from the energy of joy. So it's present right now, and you can feel, it's not an emotion, it's a vibration, it's information. And it just feels very good. So our bodies really like it. Our whole system really likes it. So joy is the new guide, not the survival mode. So look for the joy in your everyday life experience, and this is basically where you need to go. And joy is not an emotion, it's information. and it's an energy. So it elevates your state, but it's not that there's like the emotion popping up in the present moment because of something is happening. It's different. So let's sit with this energy of new wisdom and also this joy for the next 20 minutes in silence, and yeah, just enjoy it and bask in it. we are finished. Thank you very much for joining. That was super, super strong. We got blasted by the light, so that's great. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you being